Good afternoon. It is Friday, April 3rd. The purpose of this video is to explain your exam specifics for Advanced Placement Calculus AB. I had an audience with Trevor Packer and thousands of other AP teachers last night via a teleconference call. It took place for an hour and it gave us information that was then released publicly today on their website and platforms of social media. I've sifted through the information as part of that teleconference call. I then waited and reread through everything that was released today to see if there were any minor modifications or maybe common questions that were addressed. And I believe I have the information that you're looking for in terms of what your exam will look like should you choose to take it. Remember that all exams have a full refund if you are not interested in taking your exam. Things that we already knew, exams obviously are still a go and they are going to take place in your homes. We know that they're going to take place on your devices. That's a smartphone, a tablet, a laptop, your Chromebook, or a desktop computer. If you are aware of anybody that does not have a reliable device or anybody that does not have a reliable internet service, please contact me ASAP so I can help that student arrange the necessary tools that they need in order to be successful on this exam. Things that we knew, the content has been trimmed according to the course description manual. It's Unit 8 that has been trimmed according to our textbook. That ends up being all of Chapter 7. So your test is over Chapters 2 through 6 from the Finney, DeManna, Waits, Kennedy textbook that we've been using all year. Some things that we did not know. We knew the exam was 45 minutes, but we weren't sure exactly how that time was going to be spent. Well, there are two FRQ questions. The first FRQ question is 25 minutes in length and counts for 60% of your overall score. The second AP question is 15 minutes in length and counts for 40% of your overall score. There's a 5-minute period after each test for you to upload your information. You can upload your information on your computer, or if you're using a smartphone, you can take pictures of it and upload it that way. You could also download the question on a laptop and then do your work on paper, take a picture of it with your cell phone, send it to your laptop, and then upload it from your laptop. Whatever device you do read the question from, you have to answer from. So keep that in mind. Something else we didn't know, all exams are open note, open book. So you're welcome to use all those materials. We also did not know about calculator activity. You may use a calculator, but the test is written so that a calculator should not be needed, and they're going to take hand calculations, or everything should be able to be done by hand. In terms of the questions, they are FRQ. We knew that. Their specific information that they released was that they are multi-focus FRQ questions. That means that the question will assess student knowledge and skills that are developed in 2 or more of the eligible units and topics. For us, again, that's chapters 2 through 6. And it also suggests that both questions 1 and 2 will follow a similar format to a traditional calculus FRQ question. So that kind of A, B, C, D 9-point rubric that we've been talking about all year, that's still going to be at play. They may be a little bit longer. Obviously, 25 minutes tells me they might go to maybe F or G on that question, and maybe only A through D on the second question or something similar to that. I want you to be aware that the FRQ questions will score not only answers but work, and all of our rules about not using ambiguous language like it and the function, 4 decimal places, and not having to simplify your answers. You can leave anything that's numeric as that and not have to simplify it, still are all in play, okay? That was specifically asked. Let's see, I'm looking through my notes here. As we already knew, colleges and universities seem to be on board with the shortened and abbreviated exams for all of the 38 advanced placement topics. Daily online sessions are still going to happen via the YouTube channel, the Advanced Placement YouTube channel. So please be heading there, 2 o'clock to 2:45. You get an opportunity to have an audience with 2 good teachers. And so far they've been doing, current content and stuff that we have missed perhaps in class. They're going to start circling back to review content over the previous chapters. So limits, continuity, derivative rules, tangent lines, normal lines, the different theorems, related rates, optimization, curve sketching, maxima, minima, our different theorems, definite and indefinite integration. So be on the lookout for that. Please stay current with that. It's daily, and I think it's a great way. If you can't make it from 2 to 2:45, everything gets downloaded. I believe it even is captioned if you'd prefer to see it without any audio. and you can use that as a good solid review. That's all I have for you in terms of the exam. I'm just checking to make sure there's nothing else. The exam date, that's something I haven't talked about. May 12th is the exam date. It's at 2 o'clock Eastern. So all calculus students will test on that day. They said they surveyed 90,000 students and got information that students wanted it sooner rather than later. So we have that as our test date. There is a second date, the late testing, June 1st. You have to get permission from the school. So if you have a confliction that day, or if you really don't feel like you're going to be prepared and you want to move to that second date, we can petition the school, and it's at the school's discretion who can take the exam at the late date. And so that is also an option. I would encourage you to shoot for the 12th. That way, if you have a technology fail or your internet drop service or something happens technology-wise, you have a secondary time that you can take that exam and kind of as a fail-safe. If you wait until the 1st and then something happens, there's no recourse for you. That would be the whole ball game, so to say. They're going to release other information late April that gives you demos on how to log in, how to download the question, how to upload your answers. And so I'm excited to see that kind of stuff as it's released.